how are you going to pay for it? That's what they always say. So this is from March 9th. It says, uncertainty for Biden's COVID plan after aid is dropped from spending bill. The $15.6 billion emergency aid package was stripped amid disputes over how to pay for it, injecting uncertainty into the president's pandemic response plan. So they got rid of, there was a $15.6 billion emergency aid package for COVID. Got dropped. Guess what didn't get dropped? Congress gives final approval to $13.6 billion for Ukraine aid. So look, we could give aid to other countries, but we can't give aid to this country. So why do you think we're giving aid to that country? Do you think because we care about their people more than we care about our own people? Or because this is a big grift with the military-industrial complex? It's a big grift with the military-industrial complex. Now, YouTube will say I'm trivializing this, and they'll take my channel down because of it. But that is the fact. This is a fucking military-industrial complex grift. This is also NATO, and Joe Biden does not... This is amazing. Measures supported by Biden will provide $6.5 billion to the Pentagon. You know $20 billion could end homelessness in the United States, right? And they're going to give $13 billion to another country that no one gives a shit about or could find on a map and has absolutely nothing to do with us.
Yes, if you're like homeless, your best bet is to like leave the country and come in from another country.
Yes.
Like that's,
yeah.
you'd be from homeless to refugee.
Yeah, I'm a refugee. I'm from Ukraine. Oh, here's $6 billion. Speaker Pelosi, this will be your third time. The reporter says, my third time what? Asking about COVID relief? Well, it's substantive. You like substantive questions, right, Nancy Pelosi? Pelosi says, well, while people are dying in Ukraine and all of that, people are dying of COVID. Here you go. I'll play it for you.
Yeah. Yes, Jay.
I just want to dig into that a little bit more on the COVID relief.
This will be your third time.
My third time when I asked about COVID relief?
Yeah.
Well, it's substantive. You like substantive questions. So
yeah, well, while people are dying in the Ukraine and all of that, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Do you plan to offset it? How do you?
Yeah, we have to offset it. Mm-hmm. We have to offset it, and that's what we'll have to go to, and I would hope that the sensitivities of those to any offset would be the equity would be weighed as to what we need to do to save lives and livelihood and prevent the creation of a new variant. Yeah, it would be offset.
So you're disappointed.
Yeah, we don't have it right now. That we don't have it right now. We have everything else right now, then we don't have it right now.
What's your message to those colleagues who nitpick kind of over that?
I've communicated my message to them. Yes, ma'am.
So there's another stunning achievement, another great performance. It's important to be clear. She's saying she doesn't give an F if funding for testing and vaccines for uninsured are going away because we have to send guns to the Ukraine. That's what she's saying in there. Because they're asking about what about our COVID aid? She's like, well, people are dying in Ukraine. People are dying in the United States. So sorry you lost your job and haven't gotten back health care, but the military-industrial complex is the priority here.
Don't we have dying Nazis at home?
Anyone, this is from January 4th, 2021. Anyone bragging about PAYGO exemption? Remember, that was the big thing? Anna Kasparian was saying that, oh, that
sexy.
AOC, it's not sexy, but they got PAYGO exemptions. Anyone bragging about a PAYGO exemption might as well tattoo, I'm a sucker who accepts incrementalism on your forehead. Pelosi on purpose made up PAYGO to block left policies. Most of the progressives voted for it, and now they want credit for negotiating exemptions to a made-up rule. So
what's PAYGO?
PAYGO, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
PAYGO, it's a rule that says if you want to have a spending bill to help someone, like, hey, we're going to have a spending bill to give you $2,000 checks during COVID, you would have to then cut as much out of the budget as you are putting into the budget. So that's called pay-go. You can't spend more money. You see, so that's supposed to be a deficit reduction thing. But they only use it for stuff you want. Like they didn't use it. They didn't have it for Ukraine. Pay-go.
Right.
Then they get rid of it whenever they feel like it. It's just there if you want something lefty done. Then they have to say we got this pay-go rule. So did I explain it enough? Do you understand what it is? Okay.
I think it's great that with all the funding, when it's all said and done, the only thing that will be funded here will be police. That will be the only
That's right.
program in America that will have funding.
And
Will be
Ukraine.
cops.
And Ukraine Nazis. We're gonna get arms and money to Ukraine Nazis, and we're gonna have a new police agency in the United States to the tune of $2 billion. $2 billion, a brand new police agency. That's what a whole year of Black Lives Matter protests got them. They got them another police agency to the tune of $2 billion. Not $2 billion to help poor black people in the inner city or help get people out of prison, or $2 billion for an innocence project, or $2 billion to help rebuild the communities that the drug war is fucking up. No. $2 billion for more cops. That's what the Black Lives Matter protests did. Which makes me think either the Black Lives Matter leaders are the most incompetent leaders in the world, or they're the most competent leaders in the world. And so here we are.
Amazing.
Go. Here we. They didn't. And where are they? Where are the Black Lives Matter leaders screaming about the police? They're not doing anything.
I think
that I can tell.
They can't take donations anymore in California. There's that missing, 90 or $40 million or something.
Black Lives Matter can't take money anymore in California.
They're under investigation. That people just took the money and ran. That one lady bought a big house. That's all over there. It's crazy.
Well, I know I did read some. Okay, I don't know enough about to talk about it, so I'll have to look into that. I didn't know they're being investigated.
It's really upsetting. What's really upsetting is all these people whose kids got killed. Over and over again, you keep seeing the stories of like the mothers of these kids are like, they didn't give me any money. They just used my child's name to raise money. You see Tamir Rice's mom said that like over and over again. You see it. So, I have no doubt a bunch of sincere people were giving money to that and marching with it. But the people on top of it, and the people at the tippy top are probably some billionaires. But I have no doubt that that's some top down thing.
There you go. There's your $13 billion at work in another country supporting neo-Nazis while people here don't have health care, don't have COVID relief, don't have a living wage, are living under bridges.
Well, Jimmy, you go to war with the army you have,
That's
not
right.
the army you want.
We're doing our live stand-up tour. We're going to Houston. We're going to Dallas. We're going to Los Angeles, Orlando, Tampa, Columbus, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, Omaha, Kansas City, and more. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets and become a premium member. You get all our bonus stuff.